Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Trunks stage of the Mortal Will and Divine Wrath, and this is the Mortal Will stage, and basically it's pretty tough. Obviously you can use two items, so him and Zamasu I don't think are as tough as Red Zone. Red Zone selectivity kind of makes it a bit more difficult because you can only bring like one item, and then you have to basically use that as soon as you start. It's just, it's a bit rough, but basically we're going to be taking on Trunks here. The big thing about Trunks, so Trunks has this mechanism whereby he will transform into his physical stage when his charge bar is full. So to reduce or to give us more time to take him on in his int phase, we have to keep his bar down, which you can only do through multiple super attacks. So the more you super attack, the more you're going to keep the bar down, the less you'll gain per level, and basically the better it's going to be. Big thing for this, I would say, in terms of items, I'm using Ghost Usher, I'm using Whis. The team build, we just went with Power Beyond Super Saiyans. Just felt like something a bit different. There are some challenges, so we'll tackle those when we can. But the big thing here, I would say for me, is do you have multiple super attacks? And then you need damage when he's in the physical Trunks form, because he is very tanky then. So try and do and score as much damage as possible when he's in his end phase, whether that's with high volume critical units, like Trunks himself, or with attack effective against all types units, like Ultimate Gohan, etc. It's going to be better to score that damage early on, and then you're going to need crit units to take on the second phase. So you are going to struggle if you do not have units that can score crit damage and high volume damage in his second phase, because he gets tanky, and whenever he supers, he also increases his own defense as well, and just basically makes life a bit of a misery. You also can bring evasion units, so he doesn't prevent evasion. Evasion is going to be a pretty good kind of counter towards his high volume damage. Especially when you run out of items. Especially running out of items, it's going to be better to have some crit, to have some dodge. And so that's why I decided Power Beyond Super Saiyan, because you've got a lot of that tools built into a lot of units. Strength Gogeta, the LR, he has super high volume damage. You've got the AGL Gogeta, you've got the Tech Vegeta. All of them have high volume damage, additionals. They have dodge when you need them to, they have their active skills, etc. We then also have obviously the SS4s, the 7th tier LRs, again as well. Lots of benefits to them, multiple super attacks. The SS4s obviously have type advantage, which helps us score some additional damage. And then we also have the Tech God Boys, who also, they have their built-in crit chance and attack effective against all types. But both of them also have really nifty transformations, which help as well. So Gogeta, nullification, the solid defense, and then you've also got the dodge chance on the Blue Boys transformation. So it's a pretty solid team. Obviously, just also felt like using the 7th tier LRs for something. Nowadays, with the way the meta is, teams are going out of fashion like you can't believe. So being able to just use the Blue Boys and the God Boys and all these kind of units, it's just a bit fun and a bit different from just running Future Saga double Gohan with Trunks, or double Trunks and Mike, all those units. And those units are built for these events, so I don't want to discourage people from using them. I'm going to use them to complete some challenges and things like that. But I think at the end of the day, just trying to enjoy using something different and just facilitating a bit of a different team, and just taking things from there. So we've got all those units. Obviously, we've got Strength Gogeta, Tech Vegito. Obviously, great. You know, they have their guaranteed dodge from turn 4 is obviously super duper helpful. AGL Gogeta, obviously, still a wonderfully functioning unit that does a fantastic job. Just being really solid. 70% dodge chance, guaranteed crits. Very good pseudo damage dealer. It's like a baby version of the strength one. And yeah, he's still great to this day, so he's awesome. We then obviously have AGL Blue Boys as well, who I think are a unit that's solid. Obviously their Vegito transformation, super duper helpful. We didn't use it because we managed to kind of get through Trunks without needing to, but it is obviously something that is super duper helpful. And yeah, just in general, team was really good. Team was a lot of fun to use, quite reliable, quite solid. The crits really helped when you get to the physical phase, because like I said, Trunks gets so tanky. So the crits really helped with that. So yeah, just really good stuff. You can see here, we're going to accelerate in damage, and we need to, because Trunks is now progressively more tanky, and every super he lands or does is also going to progressively make him more tanky. The interrupts on the units is also really good stuff. So that's also something really helpful that the SS4s and 7th year Annie units bring. It's just getting to this culmination point. Like, a lot of teams feel now like you're basically trying to survive until you get to all the transformations and active skills, and then you use those and you get to like push through the boss. And that's kind of how the whole, like, every good team feels. It's like, hey, we just need to survive till turn 5, and then, hey, we're now there, and then we can pop all these transformations, and all of a sudden, like, everything's sorted. Like, we get health back, we have dodge, all our units become invincible, or can nullify, or evade, or just, basically be really strong. So yeah, it is one of those things. And yeah, you can see here, we're using all the active skills. We're pumping out as much damage as possible. We're trying to really force as much damage and as much output as possible to get through the boss, because it is scary when you run out of items, or the boss does their attacks, these 2 million attack stats. It is difficult for you as a player to handle those kind of situations. They're not easily solvable, so we do just have to kind of work our way around it and just kind of push through the bosses. Fortunately, some really good damage here, all the active skills, everything coming together quite nicely. The 7th year LRs, their transformations are still really solid, and the interrupts help as well. I don't know if we interrupted Trunks' super attack at some point, because obviously we couldn't see where, but it felt like we really didn't face one from him, and I can only really put that down to the interrupts, I assume. But yeah, everything seemed to work out quite well, and yeah, but it is scary. It's a pretty ridiculous when, like, you're running the units, and these are units that have 300k, 400k, sometimes 500k defense, and they're gonna get hit by a normal, and you're gonna start panicking. Like, that's just always so crazy. So it is one of those things. But yeah, honestly speaking, it went well. It was a good run overall. And the stage itself is pretty tough, but it is, I think there are a couple teams that can do this. The 2 items do help a lot, especially with, like, how difficult some of the stages can be. So I think the 2 items help a lot. I think overall, I did have a good time, and yeah, it was pretty fun. At least from my side, it was a pretty fun run, and everything ran pretty smoothly. We'll come back, we'll complete the challenges, of course, but yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. You can see there, we dodged the super attack, and Vegito is going to hopefully finish things off. Huge damage. You see what I mean by the crits. No crits, and you can't do damage to physical Trunks. So yeah, crit's super important. We managed to get the crit. We managed to finish everything up, and that is that. So that is the final stage of Mortal Will and Divine Wrath. We'll be obviously taking a look at all the challenges and completing them, much like we will do for Red Zone. And yeah, at the end of the day, that's basically going to be it for me. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, of course, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.